This is our first time on YouTube broadcasting live, so so we're just getting used to it. I know it's going to show us how many viewers come on, and I hope people figure it out that we're over here instead of in the Facebook group. So we'll just give a couple of minutes and chat a little bit. How was your day, Anne?
It was good.
Yeah.
I'm still working on finishing this Bricola cough drop.
Yeah, you have a cough drop you're finishing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, good. Well, glad you could make it, and glad everybody who's coming online could make it. And yeah, we're just hanging out. For those of you who just popped on, we're given just a couple of minutes to casually get ready to start the meditation because we're in a new location on YouTube. And so I was over there just now on Facebook on our group making an announcement to come over here. And the reason is because Facebook kind of ate one of our videos, and we had put a lot of energy into, you know, offering the meditation and recording it, and then wanted it in our archives, and everybody was like, where's the video? And we had to redo it. So now we're hoping that YouTube will be a little bit better platform, but we'll definitely be here for today. So so yeah, so let's get started. It's definitely been enough time, I think, for people to clue in and get the message. And so for those who don't make it live and those who are making the recorded version, I'll just go ahead and say that, you know, it makes no difference, really. We're doing this work. This meditation is some big energy work. It's energy healing, and it's co-creation, and we're helping co-create harmonious twin flame union for all people who desire on the planet. And so, you know, that's huge, and that's a big energy. And we are offering this meditation series right now to help people on the twin flame journey, those who feel called to connect and unite and partner with their twin flame in this lifetime, to help them to heal the masculine feminine rift in their individual energy bodies. And that's a big piece of the work. And getting ready to harmonize with your twin is healing that rift, and we do that through the chakras. The chakras kind of are a map that help us understand masculine and feminine energy in the process of co-creation. And so it's a nice way to approach that, which otherwise can be kind of a mysterious subject. And so we'll be doing a Q&A in the next session that's about this series, and we're going to talk a lot about masculine and feminine energies. We're going to talk about what chakras govern the feminine energy and what chakras govern the masculine energy. And we're going to talk about Kundalini, and we're going to talk about sex. So come to, did you know that we were going to do that?
I did not.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be there.
So, and, you know, and in that Q&A too, I think we might demonstrate a little bit of safe for work techniques on how to sexually connect with your twin flame, and through the chakras, and show you a couple of techniques on that, and also what to do with your sexual energy before you're in union. And so many that are on the twin flame path have decided to hold that space for just their twin, and it doesn't feel right to them to sexually connect with someone who's not their twin. And so what do you do with all that energy? Well, we're going to answer some of those questions in the Q&A, and kind of wrap up the series that way. And so today we're finishing out with the crown chakra, and it's my personal favorite because the crown chakra is all about your relationship with the divine. And yeah, and so it's really deep. And so what I want to do today with you guys is help walk you into an experience of having a conversation with your creator, a conversation with God, the divine consciousness, you know, however you phrase that, however you like to think of that. Want to walk you in and show you how to do that today through meditation. And we'll talk a little bit, and we'll do some healing work on the crown chakras. We'll heal some belief systems, some limiting beliefs that limit the relationship that you have with the divine. And this will all kind of come intuitively while we're meditating. So So what we should just do is get started. So let's jump on in, and by jump I mean sit and put your feet flat on the floor. So get in your regular position. Those of you who are new, this is not new. I'll just clue you in. This is not new, and I reiterate this almost every single time how important it is to find one position for your body that you meditate in, because the physiology of this position that you sit in for meditation, it triggers your mind into that place of conscious place, that vibration, that last high vibration that you reached in your previous meditation. It's kind of like a little bookmark, a vibrational bookmark. And so what I teach is feet flat on the floor, and this is all just really simple stuff to support your body so that you can sit for a long period of time comfortably. It's very practical. Feet on the floor, grounded deeply. Tall spine, relaxed against the back of your chair. Palms flat on the top of your thighs. Neck tilted ever so slightly back, just taking the tension off the back of the neck and placing the tongue at the roof of the mouth just behind the two front teeth. Relaxing the jaw, close the eyes, bring the awareness inward. You can do that with some really deep breaths, drawing the awareness inward to the very center of your abdomen. Starting first with finding the center of the body, and then letting that be the gateway to finding the center resting place for the mind. Breathing in and finding the very bottom of the breath. Finding that place just where you think the breath meets the innermost part of your body, where it can reach no deeper. And when you find that place, just hold that place still in your awareness. Breathing into that place and exhaling into that place. And just doing that again, breathing into your center, pointing the awareness inward, and exhaling, deepening the center of the awareness. And so now let's bring the awareness up to the crown chakra. This is the violet hue vortex spinning in a clockwise motion at the top, at the very crown of your head, opening wide outward to the sky and meeting the center of your brain in the point of the vortex. And so just visualizing that now, by visualizing the chakra spinning in a just a really steady motion, steady cyclical motion, a rhythm, a comfortable rhythm. Find that comfortable rhythm for yourself and see what that would feel like for you. It's a little bit different for everyone, and so for you, just see what that feels like to tune in and feel the spin of the crown chakra, and just imagine the color lighting up in your awareness, the true violet. You can just imagine the chakra is spinning open, it's healthy, it's vibrant. It feels balanced. And you may feel like your head is a little unbalanced on the top of your neck here as you're working in this chakra. And just sensing that when that chakra comes into balance, you'll feel like you just straighten right up. And so we'll just sit with that for a minute and continue to ask that chakra to open, to clear, to balance, and to charge. The crown chakra governs neither masculine nor feminine energy. It's neutral. Yet it is so important to be clear in this chakra and in this part of our auric field, because this is where we receive our life pulse as it comes from the core dimension of the energy body, pulsing up through the hara line and into the auric body, through the crown chakra. And in this way, we see how what we think about the divine and how we relate to the divine absolutely affects everything else we think or do, all the choices we make. This is the foundation of our creative system. So as we have felt that that energy center has come into balance and is open and is receiving that pulse of life energy, let us take a few moments here just to ask ourselves if there's any healing that is needed on this level. We can just ask ourselves a few simple questions. Like, what are the activities? What are the disciplines that we use to nurture our relationship with the divine? Do we meditate regularly? Do we pray daily? Do we speak to the divine? Do we seek to deepen that relationship? Or do we feel like we are somewhat hesitant there? Like we start on a path but don't continue. We pick up a discipline but don't always follow through and eventually start something new? Do we tend to hop from one to the next to the next? And why is that? What is it that we think or believe about our ability to connect with the divine that might limit us from following through, from being disciplined? Do we look forward to that time that we spend sitting quietly, listening? And so as we're contemplating some of these questions, you may simply just leave them as questions for now. Perhaps the answer does not come right away, but we have begun the process of becoming aware of what we can do to go deeper into the relationship with the divine. And so in this moment, let us make that invitation. Just inviting God or life force, just inviting that divine presence to be here now in your awareness, knowing that it is always here, it is within you, throughout and around, giving you life, sustaining your system, and flowing through you, creating all that you are. But let us invite an awareness. Let us invite a conversation, a connection, a relationship. And as we do this, if you find that taking this step is in some way uncomfortable, if you feel resistant to taking this step and making this invitation, you may simply recognize that there is some fear in what that will mean for your life. That there's some fear in facing the things that will need to change as a result of this relationship. And in the face of that fear, we simply offer our will. As the first step to coming into total trust in the divine, we offer the will, the willingness. And all the divine needs to enter into our awareness is the smallest opening, the smallest little crack in our willingness. And we find that the power of the divine does the rest of the opening for us when we simply bring a little bit of willingness to the relationship. And so we can relax. And knowing that from here, the rest of the work will be done for us. And so now bringing the awareness inward to the very core of our being. I'm just going to go one dimension deeper. Into the Hara line, the line of our divine will. We've just offered it to the source of all life, to God, to divine. We've just offered the open channel so that all of our life force may flow through us uninhibitedly. And still one dimension deeper, we go into the core, our individual core. The star within that we are. It's teeming with individuated energy, qualities of who we are, ready to flow forth and become manifest. And from our core, we find that we are connected. Within the center of that core, we are connected to the unindividuated source of life, to unindividuated energy, just pure potential energy, ready to flow through us, pulsing through our energy systems. And so let's take a moment here as we connect with Source. And our intention here is to have an authentic experience connecting with Source. And this is our gift to you today, is this experience of connecting with Source and being able to walk yourself into this place at any time of your choosing. And so I just invite you to embrace that intention with me. To give yourself the gift, to receive this gift, and give yourself this direct connection and access to God, to the divine, to Source. It is your birthright. There is no mind here. There is no thought here, and your mind may produce a thought. And if it does, simply return back to Source. All that exists here is energy in its rawest form. The infinite source of all life and creation. From here, you may draw anything and everything that you need or desire. So now I would like you to begin to connect your breath into this experience so that you can begin to connect your physiology with this core reality in your energy body. So breathing into the center here, breathing the breath, allowing the breath to draw the awareness more deeply into source energy. And exhaling, we rest gently in that black velvet void. It is here that we come to simply receive. We receive everything here. Nothing is withheld. No wisdom is hidden. Breathing into source energy, we make the invitation for it to pulse life into us. And now moving outward from this core to the individuated core, to the core light that is who we are as individuals. We begin to see this light activate from within. It begins to shine very brightly throughout our whole energy body. Pulsing up into the hara line, the laser line that runs through the center of the body, connecting us with heaven and earth, pulsing up into the auric body, filling our chakras, filling all layers of the aura, encircling us in a beautiful crystalline light, penetrating the physical body, skin, blood, tissue, bones, blood vessels, cells, all the way to our DNA, bringing the power to transform us even on the genetic level, to activate DNA, to deactivate. Supporting the physical body and all the systems that govern our creative vessels. And finally, we just want to visualize a full sovereignty over this energy system. Here at this 7th level of the auric field governed by the crown chakra. Just visualize that as an unbroken golden line, an egg-shaped line that travels from the crown of the head all the way around the body, all the way around the auric field. And as we trace it from the top of the head down to the right side of our body, down, just visualizing a perfectly closed and even golden line. Down to the right ear, just sealing wherever we find there's fragmentation, or you may feel like there's energy leaking through a broken piece of this line. We're just going to heal that now. Down the right shoulder to the right elbow, just following with me all the way around the body. About maybe 2 to 3 feet out from the physical body. Down past the right side, past the right hip, past the legs, beneath the feet, and coming up the left side. A perfectly traced, unbroken, even, golden line, protecting the energy body, allowing all that is needed to flow from source into the energy system. And being unaffected by the energies that surround us. Allowing only the supportive energies that will work toward our highest good to enter our system. Finishing at the top of the head, closing, encapsulating. And as we do this, we claim full sovereignty over our creative systems, over our energy bodies, over our physical bodies. We claim full authority, the power to heal, the power to create. And so it is. And so now we'll begin to come back to the room that we're in, to the waking part of the day, as I like to call it. And you can do this slowly. Be very gentle with yourself to come back to your normal state of consciousness in a very slow and comfortable way. Because we're integrating a very big healing right now, so we want to give plenty of time to allow that to integrate. So you may just start slowly adding a little movement to your body as it feels comfortable. Or if you feel like you need to sit here for a while, then please do so. Do not force yourself to come out of this healing before you're ready. You can wiggle your fingers and toes if you are ready. Maybe stretch your legs a little. Maybe roll the shoulders, bringing the awareness back to the physical body. Maybe rotating the neck, rotating the head around the neck. Taking a couple of deep breaths in and beginning to slowly allow a little bit of light into the eyes. the eye. We love you very much. Those of you who are still meditating, please continue. And please find us again on Facebook for our next event. We'll post that there. And have a very good day. Love you. Bye.